YouTube, what is good? Today we're gonna react to Love Island Has a Serious Problem by 4D Shams. And I'm not gonna lie, never seen a full episode of Love Island, but from what I've seen and the clips I've seen, it is Toxic Island. It is total drama island. It is freaky deaky island. Like, show is wild, bro. I'm like, yo, this stuff is crazy. Also, want to thank y'all for 63 subs. Big shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for subbing up. Thank y'all for engaging with the content. And if this is your first time seeing my channel, welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all tuning in. We on the road to 100. And while you're here, if you haven't already, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you sub up. We on the way up. Now let's get into it.
Chris randomly just kind of like told everyone that you guys had sex without talking to you.
No.
But I didn't fully do anything. Girl, it was like halfway. It wasn't even all of like he was
Yo.
Like it was like this.
Homie lied on his
like,
piece.
It wasn't even the full shebang. Like I'm just like, you're over here like, yeah, we had sex and we did this and I fucked this girl. She's so fine. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Like you barely put that shit in. Don't even. And it's not because I couldn't take it. That's for fucking sure.
It's not that you couldn't take it. That's the issue you find with this. Not that you're being broadcasted to like the entire world. Mind you, the situation that was being discussed in that interview was something that was broadcasted for the entire world to be able to see. So unless you've been living under a rock for the past month, then you probably seen clips or at least heard of Love Island. It's a show that's broadcasted on the Peacock broadcasting platform where they basically take a bunch of attractive people and they put them in a remote location in hopes of helping them find love. And the person who ends up finding love on the show gets a $100,000 prize and has the option of either splitting it with the person they fell in love with.
Ooh, hold on, 100K? Hey, when can I sign? Can I sign up? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, if I'm a part of that show, if that's the case, I'm gonna find somebody who's a good team player. Our chemistry is like that. We work together to win that money, and we split that thing 50-50. Facts. You get 50, I get 50, and we can really mess with each other on some stuff afterwards. Like, yo, that's a W. Fight.
Or keeping it all to themselves. Some of the locations that Love Island USA has been broadcasted from include Las Vegas, Fiji, and Hawaii. The most recent season being broadcasted from Fiji. And yes, you probably already guessed it. Just like there's a Love Island USA, there's also a Love Island UK with its own separate set of locations and people. But one of the things that makes this show so captivating, aside from the, super attractive cast, is that the show is interactive with its viewers. Because the show is filmed live while the episodes are airing, at random times throughout the show, viewers get the chance to vote someone out. So if there's someone that's been causing a bunch of drama, or if someone's receiving a bunch of public disdain, the viewers will just vote you out. But even the people who end up getting voted off still get a lot of traffic to their social medias. For example, contestants like Jaylen Brown.
Right, exposure glitch. But Jaylen Brown, though? Bro, you supposed to be training and getting ready to carry the Celtics. JT not playing this year, my boy. What you doing on Love Island? Like, bruh.
Who ended up getting a bunch of brand deals and opportunities after being voted off, and his social media skyrocketed. And it was the same case with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown.
Two Browns.
Brown.
They got to bring Chris Brown on an episode.
What's going on here? What's going on here, bruh? And of course, the contestants who don't end up winning the show, but also don't get voted off, get a bunch of traffic to their social medias. And a big part of how much clout you get during and after the show depends on how much people rock with you. For example, with Huda, she's gaining millions of followers across her social medias and is going up by the day. Her gaining all these followers happened in a matter of weeks. And Huda might honestly be the contestant who's gained the most notoriety from this season of Love Island. But unfortunately, the fact that people are supporting her goes to say a lot about our society, because she's a walking red flag. Now, I've obviously never seen the show, but I've seen a bunch of clips on TikTok, Instagram, all over social media. And all I can say is that girl is definitely an emotional roller coaster. And I don't mean to be that guy. I'm not a misogynist.
Hey, bro, better chill before you get canceled.
No, for real, though, I'm joking. I'm literally joking. But I truly feel like a huge part of the reason why a lot of people are letting Huda's actions slide is because she's an attractive woman.
Me personally, it doesn't clock for me that people just treat people differently or let people who are toxic, oh, if you look good and you're toxic, you can get away. But somebody else, oh, you don't look as good and you're not going to be able to get away. For me, just treating people differently on the basis of only how they look, it makes zero sense to me. I can never understand it.
Attractive women get away with damn near anything. And I know I'm still probably going to get those "this guy hates women" comments, so I'm just going to go ahead and let a woman make the points for me.
If a man had a child and went on Love Island and refused to tell any of the other girls that he has a child other than the girl that he's coupled up with, y'all would call him weird.
That's true.
If a man called the girl that he was coupled up with a ass bitch over and over and over again, y'all would have called him abusive. If a man went around the villa and changed the narrative to make him look like the victim and would lie to all the boys and say that girl is doing me crazy, y'all would call him insane.
Dang, she doing all that? Queen toxic. Oh my gosh.
If a man told a girl, I'm counting down from 3, if you don't give me some pussy, I'm going to make your day horrible tomorrow.
No way. Huda must be stopped. I'm not gonna hold. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Y'all would have called it sexual coercion. But because Huda is a bad bitch with a fat ass, y'all call it fucking relatable. Any platform that puts Huda on there to interview her, you guys are platforming an abusive, manipulative
she made
narcissist.
Valid points.
Prove to me that she is not abusive. We all watched it on the national TV.
And yeah, so seeing as how she had so many red flags, she obviously didn't win the show. She obviously didn't find love. Matter of fact, I think the guy that she was paired up with damn near hated her towards the end.
Bro's like, why am I with her? The look of despair.
But surprise, surprise, a couple days after the show ended, she spotted with a whole new dude. And people are making the joke that she found a new man before she even went to see her kids.
Dang.
But if I'm being honest, none of this really surprises me. Huda's actions, the people who are defending her, the fact that they allowed it to happen on Love Island.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my mom. She always said this. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Facts. This is who she is. And she obviously gonna keep doing it because folks is rocking with her.
Surprises me because although it might be called Love Island, it might be the furthest thing away from love. It should really be called Lust Island. The show is basically softcore porn. I mean, just a couple minutes into the show, on the first episode, you have a challenge where these strangers are making out with each other. I mean, tongues down each other's throats making out. And for a little while, it even looked like one of the contestants had herpes. Although it was later disproven because it turns out it was due to a sports injury, it still alarmed viewers because contestants get super intimate on the show. And they damn near don't have a choice because the show includes all sorts of crazy, disgusting challenges.
Oh my
I'm talking about challenges where you're putting food in your mouth and then you transfer it into someone else's mouth and so on. It gets worse. Some
Love Islander fans, y'all messing with that? Oh my gosh.
To run a background check on the directors of this show. Because
freaky.
Whoever came up with these freaky ass challenges needs to get their
directors.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time if this next clip makes you nauseous.
No way. Come on, it gets still going. Yes. Unhygienic Island. Oh my god.
They were transferring food, and not just any food, milk, from one mouth to another to fill up a bowl. What happened to when people would just lick whipped cream off someone's body and just call it a day? I guess this is one way to strengthen your immune system. And trust me, these challenges get worse. They get freakier. You got these nasty challenges where you're transferring food with your mouth, and other challenges where you're basically getting freaky on someone, giving them a lap dance, sitting on their face, all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's called the heart rate challenge. So I'm gonna just leave it up to your imagination to picture what happens. And look, I know what some of you guys are thinking. These are adults. They can do whatever they want. It's their life. My issue is that it's
we got the right to comment because it's public.
Ingenuous to label a show that's heavily centered around lust, Love Island, especially when you know that the main audience of this show is young women. The type of message that this sends is the exact reason why our society is going downhill. The show is portraying extremely lustful, toxic, and damn near unhinged behavior as the way to find true love. But in truth, it's not hard to see that they're after the money. They know that the sex appeal and the drama is what's gonna keep people watching. They don't care how degenerate the content is. And I might be wrong about this because, again, I didn't watch the show, but some people were saying that on the first episode, some of the male contestants were literally on a podium and the female contestants would literally go up and kiss multiple male contestants. Like, is that not crazy? And throughout the show, you have the option of exploring new connections, which basically means you can go and pair up with someone new. And then there's the bombshell feature of the show where they're basically adding someone who's super attractive to the contestant.
Keep things spicy.
And they're doing it in the hopes to shake things up. You know, break up a pair, get someone to consider a new partner. They're deliberately stirring up drama. And I know what you guys are thinking, oh, this is a show. Hey, but my thing is like, hey, listen, if y'all really together, that thing gotta be tested. Indeed. You know what I mean? So if the couple stay together strong, even after that, you know, they could win. For sure. Calm down. But what you fail to realize is people are a lot more impressionable than society likes to admit. Part of the reason why so many women are condoning and even supporting Huda's actions is because they see themselves in her. They feel validated and seen because of her. They think that their actions are less toxic, less wrong, more relatable because they see this girl on TV getting away with it. And I'm gonna be the one to say, since no one else wants to, this show promotes cuckoldry. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but cuck behavior. These contestants are watching people that they're interested in make out, dance, and shoot, even fuck other people in front of them. And they're just expected to be okay with it.
Only if that's their ball, I would say that. If that's not their ball type ish, then okay, whatever happens, happens. But if they're saying, oh yeah, this is my ball, we together, and she doing all that, I ain't gonna lie, cooked.
I'm sorry, but if this show was truly about finding love, if these contestants had genuine, pure love and intentions for the people they're interested in, there's no way that they would just be okay with seeing them kiss other people, dance on other people, and do whatever else. I know personally that would hurt my emotions and deeply turn me off from that person. And you know the sad thing is, although this show is extremely lustful, and I hate to admit this by the way, I think it might be an accurate, although sped up representation of today's dating scene, especially with things like hookup culture. For some people, the stuff that happened to the contestants in that short while during the show might happen to them in a matter of several months or years, but it's definitely happening. And it's really sad to see just how much people can get away with just for being attractive. I think this experiment I'm about to show you really shows you how bad society is suffering from lookism.
So this went viral on X, and it has me a little frustrated at my fellow females. They created a fake dating profile of a very attractive man, and they put in the dating profile, I have a criminal record for beating a woman, but we all have a past. This account receives 800 matches in 48 hours. 800 matches.
Hey, listen, we all know it's true, though. Like, men and women on both sides, women are going to get a guy, see a guy that's way more attractive, they're going to give him way more leeway versus a guy who isn't as attractive. Same thing with, guys. Guys are going to give a woman who is attractive way more leeway versus a girl who isn't. That's how folks are, bro. As a whole.
Nobody's that hot. No woman beater is that hot, okay? And if you are interested in someone that you know has hit another woman, JD Vance is more of a feminist ally than you are. And trust me, I'm not going to deny that if a hot woman in a bikini put in her profile, I have a past of theft and domestic violence, she'd probably get 800 matches too.
When people put this much weight and value on your physical appearance, it's no wonder you have men obsessed with look maxing, upping on steroids, mewing, and then women doing all these crazy surgeries at a super young age, BBLs, lipo, rhinoplasties, and the list goes on. And because society is so hyper-focused on your looks, Love Island contestants like Huda can get away with being a walking red flag. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching.
Shout out to 4D, man. Hey, that's facts, bro. Hey, what y'all think? Y'all think Love Island is a reflection of today's dating climate? Me personally, I think it is. My thing is, folks shouldn't operate in a way where, oh, you're attractive, you get to be an a-hole and do whatever to people without any consequences. Like, that doesn't make sense. Treat people for who they are and what they do. Wrong is wrong and right is right, no matter who freaking does it. Facts. But appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We on the road to a hundo, and until the next reaction, we out there. Big. If you made it this far, you are a real one. Thank you. Join the journey, sub up, cause we going up. Indeedy.